I'm Commander Shepard, and you're listening to my favorite podcast on the Citadel, Raw Dogs.
It's based off of the uke-oe art style.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to Raw Dogs, your favorite podcast with the uke art style. My name is Brad.
I heard hard style and thought we were talking about sake.
Oh, do you have some sake with you?
No, it's St. Patrick's Day, and also I don't drink, so.
Oh, yeah. Happy St. Patrick's Day for those that celebrate. At least our Patreon members will get this on time. Otherwise, I hope you had a healthy and safe St. Patrick's Day last month.
So every basic person in the world is like, I'm Irish.
I don't think anyone even knows what St. Patrick does.
He led the snake.
Was he the snakes?
Yeah.
And then Pied Piper took the rats out.
Pied Piper stole the children.
But he also led the rats out?
No. Oh, he led the rats out, but when they didn't pay him, he then lured the children out.
He led the only bloodless religious conversion in history, so that's kind of cool, I guess.
The only bloodless religious conversion.
Hey.
That just says a lot about religious conversion, if anything.
Yeah, it does. And kind of how cool Irish people were. So, you know.
He was a leprechaun, right?
Yes, exactly.
In the most unrelated segue ever, let's talk about a beautiful Japanese video game. My name is Brad, and I'm excited to be here today.
I am too. I'm Dylan.
Dylan, we're at episode 99 of Raw Dogs.
Insane.
We're almost there. What a long, strange trip it's been. And we have a very special guest today, Mr. Luigi's apartment. Luigi.
Hi.
What's up, dog?
Oh, you know, hanging in there, celebrating the only bloodless religious conversion.
Yeah.
Today. So, yeah.
Someone's gotta.
And yes, you might know Luigi's voice if you listen to my other podcast, Need for Speed Running.
Yeah. Or when we went to the speedrunning thing, and I was very high on all the episodes I was on.
Were you?
Oh,
Man.
Ridiculously so.
He slept a lot.
I was tired. Don't get me wrong. Like I was not doing well that week. It was not a good week for Luigi, but
yeah.
Took a lot of naps.
Today we are talking about a video game called Okami, and we're going to drink some sake. This is the first episode with sake, I believe.
It is. This is Taiku.
Yeah, it's Junmai Premium Sake.
Nice.
It was made at the famed Umenoyado Brewery, located between the Katsuragi and Nijo Mountains in Nara, Japan. Crafted from premium sake rice, polished to 70%, soft, pristine, iron-free water, and famed number 901 yeast. It's very famous.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And handmade koji. I don't know shit about sake, but this one's supposed to have subtle pear notes.
It's a great grain alcohol. And it's a wine.
Pear makes sense.
It's a pretty bottle, too.
Yeah.
That side of the world loves pears.
That's nice.
It is a nice sipping alcohol.
It's fruity. It's really good.
And so, yes, today we're talking about a much beloved video game, Okami. Yep. Dylan, this was your pick last year, which we didn't get to last year. But
whatever. It's fine.
Why did you choose Okami?
I think that it represents everything I love about video games and taking the art form to a brand new level, how much it blew my mind when I first played it. Also, it's the best Zelda game. So you know.
Yeah. Luigi, you have thoughts on Zelda games. You, for a very long time, was a co-host on a show about Zelda, Chat of the Wild.
Yes.
And when I mentioned Okami, you practically punched me through the computer screen saying you were being on the episode.
Yeah. Yeah, you brought it up a couple times, and I have like withheld my just like rage love for this game.
Yeah.
I did a Zelda podcast for a long time, and in between Zelda seasons, we would do Zelda likes. So we were the number one Zelda like podcast on the internet. So I am the ultimate authority on Zelda likes, and you are lucky to have me.
Not humble, but very true.
I do. I appreciate it.
No, I love this game. This is a really good game.
And you guys did cover this on your podcast?
Yeah,
How many episodes?
16 or 17.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We added an episode. It was our longest season since the first one, which was Breath of the Wild. And then we ended up doing a bunch for Tears of the
Really?
Kingdom.
Which makes sense. It's a long game.
It is.
And there's a lot to do. A lot of characters. Very exciting game. This was my first time playing it.
Yeah.
And I know, Dylan, you were saying to me before, and you're like, I don't know how you're going to feel about it.
Yeah.
And I've listened to a few other podcasts about it, and just from reading reviews and people's thoughts online, it is, people that finish it generally are 10 out of 10 on it.
Yep.
But there's a lot of people that can't get through like that first 10-hour chunk, and they fall off. And I could understand.
A little too much Isun, I would argue. A little too many text boxes.
Yeah, that's if there's one thing I could say about the game
That's the main complaint.
is that it could definitely scale back the amount of dialogue. Not necessarily the dialogue itself, not necessarily like, all the things they want to tell you, but it takes them forever to tell you lots of things. And so like, maybe cutting back on some of it would be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I'd want to trim. I know it's a little long in the tooth at some points, but if it wasn't stunning to look at and beautiful to listen to. This game was released on 4/20. Blaze them if you got them.
Yeah,
in
2005, right?
2006 in Japan.
Oh, really?
Exclusively on the PS2. Came to North America September of that year.
The height of 420 culture.
No, they don't do that there. They go to jail.
Oh, they go hardcore to jail. Yeah, that's true. So this is a fantasy.
Yeah, for smoking a little weed. Yeah.
Okami HD came. Well, first then there was a Wii port in
That's the first one I played.
April 15th, 2008. HD was released in October of 2012 on the PlayStation 3. And then December 2017, it arrived on PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One. And we got a Switch port on August 2018. That's what I played on, the Switch.
It's a good port.
This game made me realize how much I hate the Switch sometimes.
Yeah.
This game is meant to be enjoyed on a giant HD television. It's meant to be enjoyed with loud speakers, and it really just takes away from the art style and the whole experience on that little screen.
Yeah.
And conversely, I've been playing a lot of Balatro, the card game, and I love that on handheld, and I hate it on the big screen.
Yeah, it looks a little weird.
But I don't know.
Also, the Switch my problem mainly with the Switch currently is that it kind of, its brightness, there's something weird with the resolution when it upscales. I don't know how quite to describe it. It's like kind of washed out, I've noticed.
Yeah.
And I've always felt that way about it, but I'm a Nintendo loyalist, so I have to make excuses.
And, with a game like this, with the art style, which we can get into, the art is inspired by Japanese watercolor and the wood carving art of
Ukiyo-e.
ukiyo-e.
That woodblock printing.
Yeah, woodblock and watercolor.
And it features a sumie inspired cell shaded visual style.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing that Dylan knows every syllable I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like an ink wash painting.
I did go to art school, Brad. This isn't just me nerding out about Japanese culture.
Man, I've been in a Japanese culture phase lately between Shogun and Okami.
Yeah.
And it was planning to use a more traditional, realistic rendering, but this would put a strain on the graphics processor of the PS2, so they switched to this current style. Developed by Clover Studio.
Yep.
Founded by Capcom.
I miss you, Clover Studio.
Directed and written by Hideki Kamiya.
Kamiya, yeah. Yep.
Pretty important creator for you, Dylan, right?
Oh, yeah, Bayonetta. Oh, yeah. Bayonetta's my goddess.
The director of Resident Evil 2, the original, Devil May Cry, Beautiful Joe, later Bayonetta and Wonderful 101. Very good track record for this creator.
This is also one of the ones that was announced. That wasn't announced. No, I'm sorry. Scratch that.
It wasn't one of the Capcom 5.
It wasn't one of the Capcom 5. I'm like, that would have made it on the GameCube.
Which really wound the Capcom 3, right?
It wound up being the Capcom 3, yeah.
Right. Like you would assume that it was going to be a Capcom 5, and by the time 2006 rolled around, they're just like, no, that thing has there's 100 million PS2 copies. Or 100 million PS2s were sold. Like, no, we're not going to go on the GameCube.
And also, not to mention, this came out at the end of a generation life cycle. Mm-hmm. It was 2006, so that's the year that PS3 was going to come out in months, like 5 months.
This game, I only played it, this last year for the first time. In my brain, until then, it was a GameCube game. I didn't know it was a PS2, and it seems too creative and beautiful to be a PlayStation 2 exclusive. Like
it would have run better on the GameCube.
It would have.
Yeah. Produced by Atsushi Inaba, who was the producer of Devil May Cry, Steel Battalion, Beautiful Joe, Nier Automata, and Bayonetta 2, many more. Designed by Hiroshi Shibata, programmed by Ruta Takahashi, and the art I normally would skip over if there's 5 names that I'm going to struggle to pronounce, but this game is about the art. Sawaki Takayasu, Kenichiro Yoshimura, Mari Shimizaki, Naoki Katakai, and Ikumi Nakamura. I love all of you. Thank you.
Well, great. That you did fine.
I'm generally okay with pronunciation.
I pat you on the back.
They all still have great careers. I think the last one you said,
Ikumi Nakamura.
Yeah, Ghostwire Tokyo. She's the one that I think she was on Resident Evil 7 art director, and got in trouble for horny posting about Lady D when she didn't mean to, and didn't understand what the horny bonk Shiba Inu meant, and was just like, "Why is this cute dog everywhere on my Twitter feed?" And everyone's like, "Because you were being horny." You were thirsty.
That's like a horny jailer.
Yeah, it's like go to horny jail, like bonk.
Oh, okay.
The more you know.
I'm not hip.
The development started around wanting to build a game just depicting a lot of nature.
Yeah.
Lead designer Hideki Kamiya created a minute-long demonstration of a wolf running about a forest with flowers blossoming in their wake. Not really a ton of gameplay objectives, just running.
Look at this. Look at this dog.
There's flowers. And it's beautiful. I mean, it's definitely like a tone poem almost for like what the game would be, like a tonal demonstration.
Yep.
At one point, they considered having Ami, our protagonist, Amaterasu, considered having her turn into a dolphin in the water and a falcon when jumping off a cliff.
But it's kind of rad.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty rad.
It might take away from the pun, which Okami can mean either great god or wolf in Japanese, but you could be a wolf most of the time and then get the abilities to change.
Yeah. I don't think that the dog is Amaterasu. The dog is like being, is like a tool of Amaterasu. Like it's just a dog. And so with the dolphin and the bird,
because she is a sun goddess.
Yeah, like the sun goddess is just like working through this dog. And it's a really great dog, but the same thing as if it had been like with the dolphin and the bird, it would have kind of made that more apparent. Whereas, like, the dog just falls asleep during cutscenes. Like, the dog is not paying attention. Like, important things are happening, and the dog is not, like, there.
Granted, I can fall asleep at a bar if I'm bored. Like,
Truly.
I wouldn't knock Amaterasu for that. But yeah, that's a good point. Amy's a dog. She's just a dog, a good old wolf. And our other character, Isun, does all of the talking.
Including talking, I would wish not.
Too much talking, as we've previously said.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I didn't think. I mean, there is a.
I hate Isun.
Isun should get bonked by the Shiba Inu.
Oh yeah, he's horny.
A little bit.
Isun should listen more
When he's talking to other characters, but Isun he's just kind of a dick about it. He's generally right, but he's kind of a dick.
Women tell him like what's happening, and he has no idea what's happening. Like 5 minutes later, and it's like you need to listen to what the woman just said. You need to listen to women, Isun.
Yeah, he's very horny, especially for an inch and a half, 2-inch tall.
What's his race again? The Lilliputians, or
We'll say Lilliputian. That's not what they're called, but
Okay.
I think that's
Ponkles.
People might get that reference.
okay, yeah.
The localization team had to translate 1,500 pages of text to make sure it made sense in a native Czech because of a lack of plurals in the Japanese language.
Oh wow.
And the large number of characters and conditional conversations that the player could interact with. One puzzle had to be changed as it required knowledge of the drawing of a kanji character, which would be very obvious to Japanese people, but Americans would be very stuck.
Yeah.
And I believe in the localization, Amaterasu is never referred to as like strictly female in America, but referred to as a female in both the PAL version and the Japanese version.
Interesting.
Especially with Yellow Fury. Very interesting.
We'll talk about Yellow Fury and what's the other one? Brown Rage?
Brown Rage.
Yeah, one of the last PS2 games released prior to the release of the PlayStation 3. When they changed the art style over to the what they wound up doing with the watercolor and wood carving, that's when they came up with the celestial brush concept.
Yep.
If the whole world looks like it was painted by a brush, perhaps we should let the player take advantage of that as well.
The coolest part.
Yeah.
Now, I played this originally on the Wii, and it's one of the best executed Wii games I've ever played.
It's a very logical port, too.
Yeah. It's huge. I don't know how I feel about it on the controller, using the analog stick to draw, but the Wii is just like, it was perfect.
It's okay. On the Switch one, they put the motion in, and I did not like it.
No, the Switch one is bad with its motion.
Having the pointer bar would help. Having the Wii sensor bar would really help with the ink brushing. But yeah.
Well, I haven't played the PlayStation 3 one. That one, you can use the Move controller as well, and possibly the PS4, I would imagine, too.
I think I fucked around with it. I just don't like moving my controller when I'm playing a video game.
The celestial brush concept, there's various ways that you can interact with enemies, the environment, with nature, with time, all through the celestial brush, and it kind of pauses time, and it allows you to draw something on the screen. Generally a pretty simple line drawing.
Rudimentary, kind of Blue's Clues-esque, like quick things. Yeah. Like this represents a bomb. This represents a tree.
I love it.
We just drew a water spout. We just drew a water spout. Because it's really fun.
I wound up using it in battle quite a bit.
Yeah.
I like slowing down time and throwing a bomb down, but this game is it's very cool the way you just you go into a location and it's gray and it's covered in curse, and then you go in there and you see like a clover in the ground and you just fucking give a little circle on that baby.
Oh yeah.
Like,
There's
ooh.
something This game, I feel like it makes even rudimentary tasks interesting, or at least kinetically pleasurable. Everything you're doing feels also like you're restoring this world, and you have like this vested interest in doing that. Mm-hmm. At least that's how I felt. Because it's like, it's like cleaning your house after you've been depressed, and you just feel so much better afterwards.
When you see like the big dead tree,
Yeah.
and you make that into a giant pink blossom tree,
Oh, yeah.
feels good every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're like you're furthering the name of Amaterasu because people like see this stuff and they're like, oh yeah, the sun god that gives life, the mother of us all.
I really like too that when you feed the animals.
Yes.
There's the worst part of the game. Whole out of the entire game, my worst feeling was climbing up the cat tower and not bringing enough fish, and all of these cats didn't get fed. I generally would bring about like 8 to 10 feeds of anything, and that place had like 20 cats, and I could not feed them all. And
There
I
was a
saved
lot.
one, figuring there might be a cat at the top, and if I didn't, I would have had to go all the way down and back up because you need a fish for that final cat.
Oh, God. Yeah, I remember that. I did like that part of the game, though.
Yeah, Corrin's Tower.
Yeah, no, a great part of the game. Mostly, I was just sad. I was just sad not feeding the cats.
Yeah, after like there's so much shorthand in this game and references to like Shinto and Japanese mythology that like I didn't get, and we were like kind of looking it up throughout the season. So when I stepped into the area and I saw Corrin's fucking tower, I was like, oh my God, of course, that tower in Dragon Ball must be a reference to some old mythology, right? And so I go on the internet and look it up, and no, it wasn't. It's just Corrin's tower, and the people who made this game were like, let's put Corrin's fucking tower, let's put Corrin's tower from Dragon Ball on this fucking game.
Why the hell not? There are some nods to certain pop culture. That's something that kind of works. I mean, the game wants to be really funny. I feel like sometimes it fails, but I think it's just long. The Japanese style of humor, sometimes it can be a little long in the tooth or a little too simplistic, but I like it.
It's rarely laugh out loud funny.
No, yeah.
But I never really found any moments where the humor like bothered me. It's cute humor.
Yeah.
It's funny. The only thing that is a little grating is the sexual objectification from Isun.
Just it's a constant.
That shit has not aged too well. When every female character he talks to, he's like, hubba hubba, look at that. Woo woo.
Well, he jumps between tits, doesn't he?
That's not many points actually.
Yeah.
Isun's a problem.
I've never found the horny character funny.
It's funny that he's 2 inches.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, it gets to the point of being bad, but if it's just him seeing like a beautiful woman who makes sake and he calls her like, what a babe, that's funny once.
Yeah. But
when it's every character, and then some of those jiggle physics are absurd later in the game.
Yeah.
And, in RAW, where it's just the entire sound design, visual design, character design, and scripting of that scene is just like, hooray.
It's one of those things where if I were younger and my mom walked in on a moment like that, I would feel such embarrassment,
Shame.
I would want to die.
Seppuku right on the floor.
Honestly,
I would no longer have the game.
Honestly, if I would rather have someone walk in on me masturbating.
It's less embarrassing.
It is less embarrassing because everyone fucking does it. Not everyone played games with weird shit going on in it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're a gamer. You like the horny shit. I'm like, no, I don't.
It's just this one character.
No, I like just kind of relaxing games.
Speaking of relaxing, I was horrified when the characters started talking in this game. I think their the voices are a giant smear of shit on a beautiful piece of art.
Well,
I found it so bad.
Did you turn it off?
I turned the voicing all the way off because every time the characters are talking, it's like, and I'm like, there's beautiful music, there's beautiful visuals, and you are putting the loudest, most annoying garble sound I turned that voicing off, and the game just went from like 2 out of 10 to 10 out of 10 to me. I was that upset by the audio.
They're kind of going for a Banjo-Kazooie type thing, and I don't think they achieve it quite in the same way.
I don't think it's aged well. I mean, maybe it worked better back then, but I found it so grating.
Yeah.
I never noticed, really.
I remember Susano.
Some of it's not as bad, but Isun, who does most of the talking in the game, has the worst voice.
Yeah, it's a pitch thing.
The music was composed by Masami Ueda, Hiroshi Yamaguchi, Rei Kondo, and Akira Kaida. The music in this game.
Yep.
I think this would be in my top 10 video game scores of all time.
It's that good, yeah.
It's really good.
It's transcendent. It was like in the last like half of the game, there was one point where I had to run a long distance to get to this area. And like the mountains just being kind of hand drawn in the background, and the music was just pumping. I had it super loud on my system. It was transcendent. It was one of the best moments of the game for me. It's just running and looking at it and listening to it. It's not even the gameplay is good enough. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Without the Celestial Brush, I think the gameplay would not be nearly anything.
Nope.
The combat is fine.
It's fine.
The combat is it's fine. It's serviceable, but I still find it better than, like I was going to say, like the most Zelda games, because there is a little bit of that kind of platinum style, like character action to it. Like there's a lot of DNA in there. But like when you're playing like Ocarina of Time, you're just like, all right, well, / you're done.
I do appreciate the combat. Man, the fucking enemies in this game, so cool.
Yes.
The first time you see an enemy and it goes, ho! And it just cuts to that beautiful screen of them drawn in the traditional style.
All of Isun's drawings, basically.
They all have like unique ways to like attack them too. Some of them are like require use of your brush. And the fact that there's a minor element of like puzzle solving or understanding enemies to take advantage of.
Yep.
That does a lot.
Kind of. Because like at a certain point, though, you can just get rid of that. Like you don't even have to do that. You can just wail on them if you get a glaive.
It's true.
Where like we kept coming back to it on our season where, because I kept wanting to talk about it, because each fight I'd get into with a new guy, I'd be like, okay, I want to learn your secrets, because this game was made by like, action game royalty. Like there's cool stuff hidden in these fights. I know it, but it's just not practical half the time. You're like baiting out attacks, and like we would get to the same point where we're just like, okay, we're just shitting on the gameplay again, or we're just shitting on the fighting again. Like we need to move on.
Yeah.
Like we can't just every week come here, try to talk about the fighting, and then just end up saying the same things about how like kind of a letdown it is. So we got to move on. And then next week we would inevitably have the same conversation.
I think it's also worth pointing out that 2006, I think it's worth examining what other games looked like from around this time. Not like in terms of how it looked, but how gameplay worked in general around this time. I would argue that it's actually pretty complex for its era.
Sure.
Because if we're talking like character action games, what do we have? Maybe like a God of War hack and slash.
Yeah. Which I'd say there's as much depth in this as God of War.
Yeah. Which is beloved, and I don't really understand why, but
of its time.
It's of its time. It's of an era.
Because those people didn't play all the Kamiya games, which are the main character action games of the time.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think this is on par with any of his best work. I love Beautiful Joe so much. It is one of my favorite. It is my favorite GameCube game. And yeah, it's
very good.
It doesn't really compare.
I'm still waiting for 3.
I would love to see that.
I was listening to Itchy Tasty, the history of the Resident Evil games, the other day.
Okay.
And they were talking about when Resident Evil 4 came out, and Shinji Okami, the creator, the director, like the primary force behind Resident Evil 4, there's an interviewer like, how does it feel making what will be one of the best games of all time, the best games of the year? And he says, Okami's better. Like, and the interviewer gets a little confused. He's like, no, thank you for the compliment. Okami's a better game.
Yeah.
And it's just wild.
Which is so
given.
strange because you haven't played either of those until like last year or the year before that.
And I mean, I would argue I haven't played Resident Evil 4.
You did not play Resident Evil 4.
I played Remake, which is a
Yeah.
different game from the ground up. pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Yeah, a little bit more about the combat. You have main weapons and sub-weapons, reflectors, rosaries, glaives. I didn't fuck around with it too much. I got as soon as I got a glaive, I powered it up, and that was pretty much my only weapon.
Yep.
I liked the beads quite a bit.
I do too, but they're not very strong.
They're just fast. You can do more crowd control with them.
What's the in the reflector?
Yeah.
That's the little circle thing floating on your back.
Yeah.
What's
It's kind of the mid power level.
mid-range?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Because there's a heavy weapon, the medium weapon, and then the small weapon, which were the beads. And then their speeds vary.
Yeah, the combo is shorter or longer depending on how, the beads very long combo, glaive very short combo.
I love the character that teaches you new techniques. When he looks like an innocent old man and you're like, yeah, I'll train. And his head flips upside down to look angry.
Yeah.
That's Beautiful Joe. His head flips upside down to do the V. Like he does the literal pose from Beautiful Joe. That is the Henshin a Go-Go Baby pose. And like the ink vessels that you get in the fights are they're a different color, but they're the same model as the juice you get in Beautiful Joe that fills your VFX meter.
Yeah. Have you ever played Beautiful Joe?
I have not.
No, yeah.
It's brilliant.
It's honestly like astounding what they achieved. It's got like you would love it because you love movies.
Yes.
And it's just this excellent acting. Like the whole thing from the ground up. I was obsessed with it. It had such a unique art style. It really makes me upset that Clover closed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're sorry, you guys. You made some of the most, groundbreaking video
my
games
God.
of all time, but you didn't sell enough. Sorry.
That's another thing to bring up. I think that this game was hampered by when it came out. I think that is purely what happened here. Also, people are less likely to. Would you say that people were a little less inclusive or wanted to try new things with their games around this time?
Yes.
I think this game was just a harder sell. This game isn't like, think of this generation. Like, this is the God of War generation.
We're about to, is Gears out at this point?
Not quite. I mean, 2006, I think Gears of War is like 07, 08, but
Okay.
No, Gears is 06.
Yeah.
okay. But people wanted to chug Mountain Dew and have a soul patch and shoot things.
It's true.
Played Halo 2.
Which that was me. That's why I see a cute game about a puppy. I'm like, no. But now adult me is like,
Yes.
yes.
And I will take that over the shooter any day.
Well, I mean, you look what happened with Wind Waker. You could not talk about Wind Waker in a video game store without getting roasted.
And now everyone agrees
loves
it's one of the best ones.
I was ride or die on Wind Waker the moment it came out, and I never apologized. I kept telling people how great it was, and nobody gave it like a second wink. I'm like, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. Why are you not playing this?
Yeah.
It made all other video games look like trash.
Really, really good game.
We can take a quick side note here because we were mentioning about how the game wasn't received well or beloved when it came out. This was IGN's 2006 Game of the Year.
Yes.
And it has, at least at the time, I don't know if it still is, the least profitable Game of the Year of all time.
Huh.
This game did horribly. It won Best Score Award at the BAFTAs, but it was a critical success but failed to live up to sales expectations. Clover's next project, God Hand, did even worse. A few months after release, Clover Studios was closed.
Poor God Hand.
Oh, it was God Hand?
Well, it was this and then God Hand, and they closed it.
There are some people who love God Hand.
Another game with, very problematic views on sexuality, but such a good game.
Apparently, it's one of the best fighting games in existence because of the way you can customize combos and stuff. Yeah, that got shit on pretty bad though.
Compounding the problem of the poor releases, Clover's developers still felt stifled under the weight of the corporate management of Capcom. They were reluctant or actively opposed to new ideas, so they would go on to found Platinum Games with members of their old studio. In 2008, they announced the Platinum 3, referring to Mad World, Infinite Space, and Bayonetta. And
hey, one of those ended up being good.
Wait, Mad World's okay.
It's fine for 15 minutes.
Okay, well, I'll agree with you there.
It's the Turok of its day. It's great in short bursts, and then we've seen everything. Put Wii Sports on.
Oh God, the amount of times I had to play Wii Sports because I was the only one with a Wii. Day one, just fucking people would come over to my house, and I'd be like,
"Yes,
do I really have to fucking play Wii Sports?"
Dude,
and it was. Ugh.
You can drink a beer and smoke a cigarette while you're kicking people's ass and bowling. What more do you want?
We have arrived. Games have finally delivered.
True. Well enough.
Isun is the arrogant, inch-tall, wandering artist that is seeking out the 13 celestial brush techniques for himself.
He's the progenitor, or he's the celestial envoy. His grandfather was, and now he will be again. But he's rebelling.
The brush techniques, you unlock them by releasing the celestial brush gods from their hiding spots. Every time you run into one, it's great.
There's such good designs. The boars are wonderful. I think one of the standouts is the dragon. I think the dragon is super silly and fun. The sheep is pretty cool.
The tiger one's really good. It's about to go down.
Yeah.
The cat is maybe my favorite, though, where they just the cat chases Isun and Amy chases the cat.
Yeah. Well, if they made statues of all of them, I would buy every single one.
Yeah.
Because they would look so good.
Just all of the white skin or fur, depending on the character, and just the red markings on it. They all, the fact that they share that similar style.
Yeah.
It looks great.
It's brilliant.
And they all of them have been locked up and trapped in a constellation.
Or hiding. I bounced. It got real weird.
Shit was whack.
Mm-hmm. I mean, shit was whack. They are right.
It's true.
It's been bad for a while.
Corruption has taken over the land.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Orochi's here.
The corruption of Orochi, which we believe is the big bad for a lot of the games.
Yes.
An 8-headed demon that threatened Kamiki Village and demands a sacrifice of a young woman. Each head is infused with a different elemental magic power and susceptible to a special brew of sake only at Kamiki Village.
Yeah, I like that.
But this Orochi has been terrorizing the region for a long time. 100 years ago, Ami's ancestor, or Ami themselves, that's the question mark at the game, beginning of the game, stopped him, as well as Susano's ancestor. Mm-hmm. And Susano, what happens? He goes to get the sword, and then he accidentally unleashes Orochi.
The sword was sealing Orochi.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the full power was truly unleashed.
And he's also just tired of living under the shadow of a myth at this point, because, it is practically legend. He doesn't think it's real anymore, and he wants to prove that it's not, so that he doesn't have to hold up this name of his ancestor and like live up to Nagi. It doesn't work out.
Sure.
Which becomes so ironic later. I love him as a character because he is the best example of someone who fails upwards.
He's so cool.
He is cool. By the end, he's awesome. By the end,
He is a badass, even if he's not doing it himself. When you have to do all the slashes for him, and he looks at his hands like, I'm the man. it's
and Amaterasu is like, I don't give two shits.
Yeah, like at some point as a player, you have to get over that. Like, this guy's going to take your thunder. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But like as it goes on, like he starts to like admit like, I'm not doing any of this and I don't know why it's happening. And I need to keep proving whether or not it's real, or like, you know, figuring it out. But like, yeah, he like that's his like his torment is like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. And I like that character arc for him. Someone who's kind of an idiot and a bit of a drunkard going through this realization and then coming out of it actually being the thing that he never thought he could be. I think that's a really successful narrative for this. Yeah. One could argue he is kind of like the main character of the game.
Yeah.
To the people that are not involved in what's happening, they'd be like, wow, look at him. He did it.
It's like, whoa, that's sick. Great slash.
He must have let him out so he could end it once and for all.
Yeah. And I like his wooden sword with one of the branches still attached, like he whittled it way too quick. That's so good.
And like in the midway fight, like, you know, where a game would end, you shine the moon on it and like, you know, shit gets real and it it becomes the moon sword and like the little branch grows a flower at the end of it. And then you go in there and like, this game is so good. Listener, if you haven't played this game, like you maybe just, it's long, but it's worth it. Cause we haven't even like spoiled the end of it. And it's so worth it. Like, I love this game because of like just how fucking awesome like the ride it takes you for is.
I think if they were to do an Okami 2 proper, I would want more.
What, Okami Den doesn't count for you?
No.
Okay.
It's cute, but it's not by the creators and it's not a proper, you already know. I would want the dungeons to have more puzzle elements.
Yeah.
I think when people say this is a great Zelda, which everyone says it, to me, Zelda has more of a puzzle box for every dungeon. And some of it is good in this game.
Yeah.
But some of it's so obvious and I don't want to say baby's first Zelda, but Dylan rolled his eyes at me a little bit.
I was just thinking, I was like, I was trying to recall. Because there are some, the puzzles aren't like difficult, but they are satisfying. Yeah. There are some like Zelda dungeons where you just kind of want to smash your head against the wall because you missed like a tiny crack in pixels or something like that. I don't think they wanted to burden the player too much in this game.
It's you want the right balance of you feel smart.
Yeah.
And you don't want it to take a long time, and you also don't want Loki telling you immediately like, "Hey, Dad, try that."
It's like, could you have just let me look at it for a minute?
That's where we are. Is you have described Awanuma's Zelda games.
Yeah, yeah.
This game, it came out at the same time as Twilight Princess. But it is clearly, and also they would have known, I'm sure they would have known about the development of Twilight Princess because Capcom and Nintendo were working together on Zelda. They hire Furukawa away around this point from Capcom.
And he's like, let's make Link a wolf too.
No, Link's a wolf.
Now Link's a wolf too.
But they would have been looking at Wind Waker when they made this game.
Yeah.
And the dungeons in Wind Waker are very much this, for the most part. They're very straightforward. There's not a whole lot of like back and forth. There is a key counter in that game. I don't know if it ever goes above 1 because you never need more than 1 key to get to the next thing.
It's true enough.
They're not giving you like a couple and like letting you choose. You got like 3 doors and 2 keys. What are you going to do? Those days are gone.
Yeah, are you going to get the map or are you going to get the compass?
Yeah, those days are gone at this point.
I don't think they're ever going to return.
In 2006, those days were gone. So we are in this
Yeah,
kind of very linear dungeon mechanic. And not every dungeon in Okami I would call Zelda-esque, like a Zelda dungeon. But some of them are very, very much so.
And one other thing that I would want if they were to make a sequel is more brush techniques. What it really
There's a
boils
ton
down
in
to is
here.
like 4 or 5 that have different versatilities.
You can do multiple things with brush strokes in tandem, if I remember correctly. With fire and bombs, you can do a lot of crazy shit.
But the thing is, though, I mean, I would want more drawing like types because the circle does a lot of things. Then you have like the connect divine, connect fire, connect water.
Yeah.
One of my favorite was the wind that just like that little
Love the
design.
wind. Love the wind.
Swirl.
And then more things like the bomb where you could draw a certain like weapon that could do a different thing under like a simple technique. I don't
Well,
know.
you
I
can
do
make-
like it.
I think that's the limitation.
But there's wind you can create where it's a pure spiral, and then you can do a wisp. So it's 2 different styles of wind. If you do a spiral, I think it forces forward. Correct me if I'm wrong.
To me, it was.
I haven't played this in 2
To me,
years.
it's which side you start at. It aims the direction of the wind.
It is like a 2D, thing. So yeah, whatever direction you're looking at, it will go perpendicular to that direction.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't remember. I'd never really played a lot of Wonderful 101. Isn't there a bunch of like gesturing with the gamepad on that?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's not super fun. In fact, it's kind of annoying because they're trying to do this like they're trying to make a character action game, but they also want it to be like Pikmin. It's really weird.
This game's economy is pretty whack.
Yeah.
I got through 2/3 of the game without using, I think, a single item.
Sure.
And I'm sitting on these holy
can.
bones and these exorcism slips. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know what these are for. I don't need them.
Yeah.
The fact that I didn't need to ever use anything in my inventory except, what is it, like the moon item, whatever that allows you to fast travel.
Yeah.
The mermaid coin.
I almost didn't use items at all. And then I got to one of the final areas and I realized I was sitting on all of these treasures I had never sold.
Oh god.
All of a sudden, I had
Yeah.
like 500,000
Yep.
yen or whatever it is.
I mean, I think the economy itself is kind of cool. Like you're always you always need more. There's always things to buy, or like techniques to buy.
It's true, yeah.
Like I was constantly like spending it.
The techniques and then the animal food.
Yeah, animal food, gold dust, new weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was always looking for more stuff.
I think the progression from getting the brush techniques is really solid, and I also think that kind of doling things out a little smoothly benefits this, because I think that if this actually went the way of many character action games, people just end up hack and slashing. But in order to get like the depth of it, you kind of just have to experiment as you go.
Like even in the game world and in the battles. Like, so that's a nice thing that like because the battle, I don't like how segmented the battles are. That also doesn't feel too Zelda to me, where like, okay, you're out of exploration now and in a fight.
Yeah, that's one of the things I like about the newer Zeldas. It's all about the environment and using the terrain to your advantage. Whereas in this one, it is literally almost like a Final Fantasy game. It just cuts. It's almost as if it cuts to a different screen.
You enter the battle.
Yeah, and it's fun, but it's always a level field. You're not really jumping off of things because This does have some platformer elements to it as well.
Yes.
And it's okay. It's not the greatest platformer, but
No, it's functional.
the
though.
jump isn't great.
No.
But when you start doing the vine, when you can start grabbing vines and floating around in the air, that's cool. And there's a level of verticality. I do not like Amy's jump at all, though.
No, it's kind of unwieldy, and you have to be really sure about where you're going.
And if you touch any wall at all,
You'll bounce off of it.
Yeah, like when you
fly in
become
the air.
Isun-sized Amy, and you're breaking into that guy's house, and you're up in the attic on those like little wood beams.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is not a good. No, it doesn't function well here.
You can
It was
finesse
it was a cool set piece, but you actually go in his body.
Yeah.
Like I love that shit.
Yep. And it's all really cartoonish and interesting. I love kind of the logic that this game presents, where it's just like, hey, listen, you're in for a fairy tale. Just deal with it.
Oh, there was a ship sunk off the coast,
Yeah.
and you have to break into it. There is the dragon god, the water god, and it needs to be stopped because it is gone crazy.
Yeah.
So many cool dungeons. Like you have to get to Demon Island. Like I'm all about that shit. If we don't get there now, we'll lose it forever.
oh, Demon Island.
I love Demon
or
Island.
Oni Island.
Oni Island.
Oni Island is a fun ass dungeon.
Can we talk about Toby?
Yes.
Can we talk about my favorite boy in the entire world, Toby? Toby is a seal who is just meant to run you through these trials, but he has such a personality and character, and by the end of it, makes a decision that will end his existence, but because he is having so much fun watching you complete his trials that he has just gotten so. I love Toby. Every moment I spent with Toby is the greatest seal in the world.
You get so attached to Toby so fast.
Yeah.
It's like over 20 minutes, and all of a sudden Toby's like, "Thanks for teaching me about myself, and I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
Yep.
Goodbye." And then I'm like, "No, Toby, don't
Yeah,
leave
It was all
me."
worth it.
I like that you can draw your own monster face on your disguise.
Yeah.
That's very cool to me.
Everyone drew a dick.
I didn't do a dick. I actually tried to draw a scary face, but I was kind of invested, and I guess I was treating it seriously.
I think that's the other. I think that's it's either dick or scary face, because that's what happened on our show.
When you get to the village for Isun, and that one lady's like, "I need you to draw something, and it'll matter later." Mm-hmm. It said raw dogs.
Yeah.
I'm all about that.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah. First I did a wiener, and I'm like, "That's dumb."
It's like, that's
Right.
it's hack.
Super hack.
It's too hack, man.
It's funny though, you draw that. You have to draw that thing in the lair of Orochi, in the demon lair, and then later you're walking around the capital city, and you start seeing that on the walls, as graffiti, and I stopped cold in my tracks, oh my god, the evil king is here, he's back, he's in the city. And it was just some kid running around drawing your diagram, but I thought there were vast implications for that moment.
I think that this game rewards you very well for kind of going off the beaten path and trying to do your own thing every once in a while. I would say that in other games of this style, oftentimes you are kind of railroaded into a very specific execution of events, but the exploration alone, I think, gives this that edge to making it a masterpiece.
Yeah, there's one section near probably the middle of the game where it really becomes meandering, and there's not a super clear focus, but you have a new area to explore, and you find out that a couple became possessed by demons or something. And
That part is very strange.
and you have to find the 9 dogs. And
yeah.
it was just a real vibe, and it was not having we're fighting the demon and going this way now, and it's we need to find all the puppies. I was
All those dogs are wonderful.
yeah.
Every single one of them.
And every single one of them has their own eating food in front of Amy animation.
Yep.
So yeah, you can.
Someone was
you can just
obsessed with making those dogs.
I had, yeah, that's true. I had 30-second clips because I played it on Switch of each one of those dogs getting noms, and it was great.
There's another main character. We're not going to talk about all of them, but Waka, a beautiful young flute-playing man
My boy.
in a costume resembling a Tengu, a type of supernatural being, and dressed like a Yamabushi, a mountain ascetic hermit. He knows who you are.
Yeah.
He talks about your future. He wants to fight you sometimes, and he speaks French.
Yes.
Mon chéri.
We.
I love Waka.
God, I like this guy, but he's
Yeah.
also kind of a douche.
Yes.
Walk is cool.
You kind of flip back and forth on him.
I wasn't sure if he was getting built up to be the big bad.
Yeah, they do good. Like, at some point, like he goes mask off villain, and I'm just like, oh man, I knew it. I knew you were an asshole, but I love you still. I don't understand why. And then yeah, he does not. Maybe yes, this will they, won't they with him.
Yeah, I enjoyed every time he showed up. Yeah, I mean, is there any standout moments for the story that you guys want to talk about?
I like the time travel element,
Yeah, that was a cool part.
and they kind of loop the entire story.
Yes.
I think that's kind of the most interesting aspect.
Well, and then
Yes.
Oki, that swordsman, goes back in time too.
Yeah.
And he is kind of the one fucking everything up.
Yeah.
And then Nagi shows up. He's like, "No, I know I had to get dressed like a woman to get snuck in here.
Yeah.
But I'm the guy."
And Oki is just like, it's hilarious watching him watch all of this happen. Like he tries to run in there. Like, when Orochi shows up, he tries to run in, and Ethan's like, no, dude, we haven't gotten him drunk yet. Like, there is an order of operations. You don't know the plan. Stick to the plan. Stop attacking him. Like this, we're seasoned at beating up Orochi at this point.
I love getting him drunk. It's I think that's maybe the best boss fight in the game is Orochi, even though you do it twice.
3 times.
Oh, yeah.
3.
Shit.
And every time it's great.
When it turned into a Mega Man game at the end,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but I was also like, "Oh yeah, Capcom."
Yeah. It's cool.
I mean,
it's a good trope.
If
It's a
they
good trope.
if they weren't fun to see again, it would be bad. But all the bosses, I'm like, yeah, this is cool.
Great design work.
My favorite one might be the spider, when you actually have to attach all the different legs to the little vine.
I hate that one.
That one's
I
pretty
hate that
fun.
one.
I just anytime that there's like a good puzzle solving element to a boss where you use the brush, it's going to be better.
The vines just, there's something, the way that drawing it feels, and then you connect them to the hooks on the spider's thorax. that is dope. But I had trouble with that one for some reason.
Yeah, you can run out of ink real easily on the spider fight, and then then you're just having a bad time. I think the Orochi fights could get old by the third one if the context in which they take place wasn't so amazing, and like I don't get tired of them because I'm just so thrilled with the story and like how it ended up where it ends up. And like, I'm like, yeah, let's go. Like, I'm back here with all my friends. I want to kill this thing again. Like, let's do this. At some point, like after you kill Orochi, like the second half of the game opens up and you sort of leave your friends behind and you leave Kamiki Village behind.
Yeah,
you can go
it's
back
true.
there. But like you don't see them as much, and so like when this all started happening at the end of the game, I was just so excited to like kick ass with my friends again.
Yeah, it was. It's that pacing is peculiar because the first time you fight Orochi, it has been the big bad, and you feel like you're at the end.
Yeah.
And
It's a good fake out.
I was excited to have more to it because I was at that point really into it. But it just the pacing, it definitely has like a 3-act structure where there's a rising action and then it goes back down to act 2.
With kind of I would argue that the third act is a bit of a wet fart at times, but
I liked the final like Blizzard Village area with all the wolves.
yeah.
And Yashpet Forest, is that the one where you have a limited time, so you have to run through it really quick?
I think so.
That one was cool. And you get to see Esun's village, and that was fun.
I love going to his village.
Like it's fun. Like we don't learn a whole lot there, and like not a whole lot happens, but like it's like it's the introduction of like, oh no, Ponkles were always here. There was always an Isun.
And yeah, all the boss designs are pretty great. I love the 2 owls you fight on the Waku Shrine, the Lechku and the Nechku.
They're so twitchy.
It's just great too when you have Amaterasu and then like past Amaterasu and then Oki and the 3 wolves are all together.
When Shiranui shows up, because they like when they drop you into the past, like it changes everything.
Yeah.
And so you're like, okay, so what does this mean? Does this mean we were Shiranui the whole time? And then Shiranui showing up was like, okay, so we're just a different dog. That's fine.
We are a different dog. Mm-hmm. Okay, I thought Shiranui was just past us.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I got that wrong because that's what I'm saying. Going back in time, like there's so many like implications and they spell it all out. There was like a 30-minute chunk of, maybe not that long, of stuff that hit the cutting room floor because one of my co-hosts and I were paying very close attention and the other wasn't, and like missed out on all this stuff and was just like, I don't get it. I don't get why you guys like this as much as you do. And we're like, you weren't paying attention. That's why you got to pay attention. It's all there and it's all real good.
Yeah, I love that sequence so much, heading back in time and seeing what really happened with the legend and the myth that you've heard so much about.
Oh, it's just such a good game. I would call it an action and adventure game. It's not an action adventure game. They're segmented. It's an action and adventure game. And so like, maybe there's some pacing within the genre itself that's a little weird. So
it's also a deer feeding sim, best part of the game.
It does feel good to feed the animals, and you get just a tiny bit of the admiration or whatever, and you're like, oh, yeah.
You get the little glowy orbs.
Yeah.
Which also, I got through maybe a third of that game before... Like I got a third of the way through the game before I realized I could use those orbs to power up myself.
Oh, really?
Unless I needed to do something, if I was still winning fine.
I guess that's right.
It helps having more ink for sure.
Oh, the ink is the most important thing in the game. I wonder, this is a game that is generally about doing something altruistic. How many games around this time were actually achieving something where I'm always fascinated by games where violence is not truly the answer.
It's not the point.
Right. That's why I like Death Stranding.
Yeah. You can avoid combat almost completely in that game.
Oh, yeah, you can. All you have to do is just avoid people.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's that always intrigues me. Of course you have like demons to slay, but you're almost like purifying them when you fight them. So it kind of feels like I'm not actually hurting anything. And I wouldn't describe it as like hyper violent. It's just too cartoony to even be like taken seriously.
I mean, you can pee on the bad guys.
The point of it is restoring nature and peace is the end game.
Yeah.
We find out near the end about the Arc of Yamato. Amaterasu originally, I guess endgame spoilers if you care, existed in and from the Celestial Plane, home of the Celestial Brush Gods and the Celestials. As ruler of the plane, it was a time of peace and tranquility. Amaterasu, they received a mysterious visitor in Waka, a member of the Moon Tribe, which inhabited the moon. A great catastrophe wiped out the tribe, leaving Waka believing he was the last one. Him and Ami became friends. Demons, the Arc of Yamato landed on Earth with a bunch of demons, and then Ami and Waka, and that's what brought the curse down.
Yeah.
Yami was had infected the Celestial Plane.
It's aliens.
It is aliens,
and so they he was there to help them get away or something, but then Yami had already stored away on his ship, and it killed all the celestial beings. leaving only him and Amy. But yeah, it was kind of his fault.
Yeah, Waka was forced to flee with the surviving Celestials in the Ark of Yamato, and he used his clairvoyant powers to look into the future to Orochi's defeat, and discovered he could only be slain by the chosen one, Nagi.
Man.
Nagi just dresses a woman, didn't even mean to be there.
Yeah.
Saves the day. He's like, I'm the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amaterasu understood and pulled Orochi down to the mortal realm of Nippon to await the birth of Nagi. What are your guys' thoughts on the final boss, Yami?
I don't think it's awful, but I found it a little tedious.
Yeah.
Tedious is a good word.
I didn't really care to do a lot of the stuff over again. That felt kind of samey. I kind of when in my final bosses, I want something that's different but familiar, and something that really gets my blood pumping.
And it has to carry the momentum that you have going into it. And when the boss drags on, and you have to do multiple sections multiple times, it really just drags you down. And I'm just sitting there finally using all my items.
Yeah.
And I like the mechanics where it's like a slot machine. You have to do different things, and you get your. It's very cool when Isun doesn't make it on the ship, and he finally fulfills his mission of becoming an emissary.
It's a great moment.
And he's out there preaching the word of Ami. That's a great moment.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if they were just gone.
Because you see, like it starts with like the first people you meet in the game, and then the people in Kamiki Village talking, and then it progressively moves on to all the people you've met. But at some point, like, it dawned on me that like they're holding scraps of paper, and like people who don't know that you were the sun god all of a sudden like are talking about you as you're the sun god. I'm like, what's happening? Like, this is a shift. What has happened? And like, oh man, our guy was out there, man. He was out there and he was doing it. And he was putting in the work. And it was just, man.
Yeah.
So that was good. I put my hands up like spear bomb, and it was great.
I was just going to say, they kind of spirit bomb your power back to you.
Yep. I love that shit. I love shit like that in anything. It's kind of a deus ex machina, but it Amaterasu's an actual god, so they can just do that anyway.
Right.
I mean, it's the whole point.
I found the final boss underwhelming. I did like the ending, though.
Yeah.
Game takes about, 30 hours, 40 hours if you want to not complete it?
I usually my runs, maybe it's because I had played it before, but I did it. I did pretty much 100% in about 28 hours.
Well, no,
like
you
that.
didn't. You didn't do stray beads. You didn't get every single stray bead.
No, I didn't. I said almost 100%.
Okay.
No, I'm not doing all the stray beads. That's
As
just not
soon
happening.
as there is 100 collectibles hidden in random treasure chests throughout the entire world.
Nope.
That's
Why
when
would
I
you get
acknowledge
every
I will
gold
never do this.
Skulltula?
Yeah,
Why?
I'm having the same problem with Final Fantasy VII
Why would you get every Korok seed? Why?
because people are insane.
I will enjoy finding a Korok seed when I do, but the fact that stray beads don't really do much of anything unless you're going to get them all.
Yeah.
Luigi, tell us about peeing and pooping.
Please.
Oh, yes. Yellow Fury is the best because you can learn it at the first dojo, and it's a move that will just let you pee on an enemy, and which shows it's a boy dog.
I've seen girl dogs pee like that.
Well, yeah, okay. My dog used to do that too, so never mind. Yeah, because you have to stand sideways. You can't like stand. It doesn't do the turn for you. You will just like whatever direction you're pointing, you will piss out the side. But hitting an enemy will make them drop a Demon Fang, which is another currency that can be used to buy a bunch of cool stuff. That'll like let your ink charge back up faster. Things that are very similar to Beautiful Joe's power up system and purchase power up purchases. But Brown Fury or Brown Rage.
Brown Rage.
It
Sounds bad.
So Amy just takes a dump on the stage. It's double. You get 2 fangs out of them, but it is a AoE attack.
I actually haven't seen it. I should look it up to see what it looks like.
She just poops. It's funny.
Just straight up takes a dump.
Yeah, I like it. It's funny as hell. I like
this is the most beautiful art game ever made.
Well.
We have our best move of all, taking a dump on the enemy.
Well, I mean, like I pay attention to those types of details, but like in Red Dead 2, the balls shrink in the cold on the horses,
That's cool.
and the shit like it has like steam coming off of it if it's cold.
Yeah. I mean, that's a
fucking
level.
wild.
That's a level of detail.
Yeah, but that's what I like.
But that's accuracy versus our cartoony wolf god.
Yeah, but dogs poop
Takes
and pee, and that's funny.
takes a poo poo to get demon fangs. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's aware of what it is and it's fun and cheeky.
I thought it would be more interesting if she looked a little ashamed when she was pooping, like all dogs do.
Or it like looks up at the screen right at you. Am I good? Am I doing good?
Am I doing well?
Also, any game that just has a dedicated animal speak button, like Untitled Goose Game,
Yep.
if I can make Amy bark, I'm a happy guy.
I love startling people.
Yeah.
You can go up behind them and go, oh, and they're like, oh.
If someone's not paying attention, you just like headbutt them.
Yep.
Always good. Bite them.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, Eason at one point, terrible human being, bullies children by forcing us to like hit them. Eason, you're just the worst, man.
He does all right.
The Wii port of this game, the original game's assets were incomplete, so a lot of it had to be remade from scratch.
Oh,
And the credit sequence, that beautiful credit sequence where it just shows Amy walking along and you get to see like what happened to everybody, that was removed. The credits, the creator said the credits are an omoi, a combination of thoughts, emotions, and messages from the staff that is an important part of the game. The fact that they took it out, because they weren't the.
I didn't even realize this.
The original creators, I mean, not the HD one, but the Wii one. The original creators weren't involved with it because they were off in another studio.
Yeah.
right.
And
they were gone.
There was speculation that Capcom didn't want to use that because they didn't have the ability to change the names.
That makes sense, though.
And they're like, no, a different studio would have had to have been credited. It wouldn't work because they did the port. And of course, famously, the North American Wii version includes an IGN watermark.
Yep, I have it. It's funny.
We don't have the picture. Just do an image search.
No one checked for a watermark.
Amazing.
I wonder if that. I want
The
to know
fucking
the
cover
person.
of the game.
I want to meet this person and be like, was it just a bad day, or were you in
They
a
didn't
rush?
care.
Because
Well, it's the same thing like Nintendo using other people's emulators, like created emulators on their systems.
well, maybe he couldn't find something in the right resolution, and he was just panicking.
Oh, I should have done this yesterday.
Yeah, I want to meet this person. I really want to be like, were you fired? Or I guess it gave them publicity because that was like on headlines for a little while.
Everybody knows that story.
Yeah,
And there was an original different credit song that they don't have anymore. But the credit sequence,
licensing.
it's got lyrics even. It's got someone singing. But the original credit sequence, which is the one we see in the modern version,
Yeah,
that's back. If you're playing it on any of the newer consoles, then you're getting the correct credit sequence, but the song is different. Unless you're playing the original PS2, you don't get that original song and original credits that they envisioned. Oh. I don't know. I haven't listened to it. We'll put it at the end of this episode.
sort of a ballad, if I recall.
Someone's singing about something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they
It's just like how, every...
Dogs and flowers.
Yeah.
it should have been a rap.
I think so, too.
Yeah, and then they could
But
talk
only in the
about,
form of the Isun voice.
and then I got another brush technique.
No, it's like... Yeah, that was a bit of a controversy for a while. That credit sequence, but that has been rectified mostly.
I honestly don't. I don't think that's even worth griping about. I think it's whatever.
I don't care that the song is gone,
when you're
but
petty.
if they didn't have that original credit sequence of Amy walking right to left,
Yeah.
I would be upset if that wasn't there because that was a really thought out and like good ending to the game. It's so many credit sequences; they're fine. I'm happy to look at a list of names, but to have the list of names be supplemented with like something to look at and a song that is summing up your thoughts and emotions about the past years of their lives and the past 20 hours of ours, like that's a cool thing. It's like a bow at the end of wrapping the present.
Well, in every anime and in like movie, they do have like opening credit sequences. They're very obsessed with the opening and closing of credits. There, I mean, watch any anime, like Dragon Ball Z, Dragon, rock the dragon. Just
Beautiful lyrics.
How good a show's OP is taken into consideration.
I'm almost positive that's how Attack on Titan got popular.
I hope not. I just thought it was kind of cool.
There was a sequel to this game.
Yes.
There was a sequel, Okami Den, Nintendo DS game released September 30th, 2010 in Japan, and then the following March for North America. Play as Chibi Tarasu,
I hated this game.
Ami's kid, I believe.
Yeah.
A little baby.
Yeah, you're a puppy.
Takes
Really?
place 9 months after the game because it's a kid.
Yeah.
Although dogs have different gestation periods.
That's
but
soon.
Yeah. It's definitely possible because that's like a 2-month-old pup.
Good reviews,
Yeah.
not from the original creators.
I know. I didn't really particularly enjoy it. I remember returning it because I
wow.
wanted more of what I was playing, and it just didn't stack. It just didn't work for me.
The ever rare, I opened the game and played it. Take it back, I don't want it.
Yep. I mean, I got most of my money back, so it's fine. I traded it in for something else. I think I bought, because that's when they were still selling Game Boy Advance games. I think I bought Final Fantasy IV for the Game Boy Advance.
There you go.
So
Yeah.
it was a better choice.
That's kind of all of my feelings on the game. Do you two have anything else you want to say?
I would urge, I know if you sat through this and you didn't care about being spoiled and maybe you're curious about it, just jump in, because this is one of those rare games that only comes along once in a blue moon. And you've heard me rave about it a lot, and I think it's worth playing. I think that you will have a good time no matter what. I don't think this game will truly disappoint you in any way or be offensive. I know that's not like a glowing recommendation.
Other than Eason.
Yeah, exactly. I just really think that this game is a true achievement. Grand work. It deserved more credit, and it deserves more credit now, and it's always fucking on sale. It's usually like usually like $10 or lower on the eShop most of the time. Just get it. What do you have to lose?
One of the most beautiful games I have ever played.
Yes.
It is chill simulator. Like it is up there with games where me and like Zelda 1 or San Andreas, where like I could just play it and not really get anything done and still just have a good time. Looking around for flowers to bloom or things to interact with or side missions or whatever. There was always a good chunk of time where like I didn't have to like do the story. I could just dick around and do whatever I wanted to. And that's fun. Games like that I think are kind of special.
It's not often that I finish a game and immediately feel the desire to run right back in.
Yeah.
And the New Game Plus lets you carry over almost everything that you've earned and acquired, unless it's like a story inhibitor. Mm-hmm. You need to not have something like a lily pad to go there now. It's a game that I could just go spend time in.
Yeah.
And I would just turn the music up very loud. I was trying to choose songs for this episode, and it just got too many, so I had to stop.
Really?
Because there's so many. I'm like, oh, this song's good. This song's good.
They're all bangers. I would argue, though, that this game also functions well as a podcast game.
Yeah. just turn off Isun's voice.
Yeah, I can see that.
Sure, why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do that with a lot of games these days.
Well, we should rank this game.
Oh, yeah, shit.
So, Luigi, if you're not familiar, we have an ongoing list of games we have discussed, and we have ranked them. I will say a game, and then you say you prefer Okami or that game, and then it moves up or down.
Okay.
If you haven't played the game, you must abstain.
Yes, that's the rule.
Okay.
All right. Resident Evil 2 Remake or Okami?
Okami.
Okami.
I would go Okami as well.
Yeah.
Disco Elysium or Okami? That's a tough one.
I still might do Okami.
I abstain.
That's unfortunate. I was hoping you'd decide this for me. I would go
probably
Disco
say
Elysium, I
Okami.
think.
How do we break this?
We do rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, yeah.
So we do 1, 2, 3 on shoot. We say it out loud.
Okay.
So
Okay. I'm ready.
1, 2, 3 scissors. 1, 2, 3 rock. 1, 2, 3
rock.
scissors. Okay.
All right.
Final Fantasy 8 or Okami?
Okami. It's unfortunate, but
Okami.
yeah.
Portal 2 or Okami?
Okami.
I go Portal 2. You haven't played Portal 2?
No.
Wow.
Okay.
Or Portal
Okay.
1.
Okay.
Get your shit together.
All right. Yeah.
1, 2, 3 paper.
scissors.
Fuck, man. Okay. Celeste or Okami?
Fuck. I still have to give it to Okami.
Celeste.
All right.
Yeah. I gotta go with. Oh man, that's so hard.
It's not, yeah,
They're
it's
both
not
very
supposed to be
emotional games. For me, especially.
The gameplay for Celeste, it's just too good.
I just
And
gotta,
the
I gotta
music.
go with Celeste. I do.
Okay.
I do.
I respect it.
Our final round then, the original Tetris or Okami?
Fuck.
I would say Tetris.
We're talking Tetris in general, or are we talking like which version?
I guess Tetris in general. It's not a specific version, but
Listen,
the
if
core
it's-
the core game.
If it's Game Boy Tetris, then it wins.
Yeah. I would go
Okay.
with Tetris as well.
That puts Okami.
What would you have voted for?
Tetris.
Okay.
Okami is number 16 in our list,
Nice.
behind Tetris
Ooh.
and in front of Portal 2. Number 53 is still Kingdom Hearts 1. And number 1 is still Bloodborne.
Yeah. Can you give him the top 10 just to
No.
review?
Yeah, for those that are listening.
Yeah.
Number 10, Symphony of the Night. Number 9, Hollow Knight. Number 8, Persona 5. Number 7, Nier Automata. Number 6, Pokemon Red/Blue.
Yeah.
Number 5, What Remains of Edith Finch.
Yeah.
Number 4, Hades. Number 3, Death Stranding. Number 2, Kentucky Route Zero. Number 1, Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good list.
Is there anything on there that you don't think belongs that high? I can see Symphony of the Night not deserving that spot.
I think the main problem is that the middle of this list is such a contentious, knockdown drag out that some of these in the first spots are a little like, I get it.
It all comes
They're
down to who
never
was
gonna get
voting that
past
day,
it.
too.
It's true.
Because
Yeah.
I could see Hades not deserving to be that high.
I think Hades is a genius, brilliant masterpiece, but I just don't know.
It's still in my top 10 of all time, but
Pokemon Red and Blue, I don't know if it deserves it because it's not even the best Pokemon game.
No.
The best generation is Gold and Silver. So I don't fucking know. Yeah, I mean, you have to respect the list.
Red Blue's a mess, and I love it. Red Blue's so good. It's so broken, and it just will always be infamous. There's just no taking it down.
There was a point where I was going with someone to get a tattoo, and I almost got a missing no tattoo.
Yeah.
I feel like it would curse you.
Might. But I wanted a missing no right on my arm.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it actually wouldn't be that bad, but it's just a jumbled bunch of
As long as you don't
pixels.
save afterward.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, thanks so much for joining us today, Luigi.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. It's good to see you guys.
If our If our beloved listeners wanted to hear your voice anywhere else, where could they do that?
Hey, do you like speedruns? Then you should listen to Need for Speedrunning, which is a video game podcast about video game speedruns with Jay Hobbs and Ruby Hart and me and Brad.
Yeah.
I don't listen to podcasts. I'm sorry.
It's cool. Yeah, definitely check it out. If you've gotten this far in this episode, then I think you would get a lot out of it. It's a lot about speedrunning, but also just a lot about the game and what we've been up to and the community. So yeah, check out Need for Speedrunning. Special thanks to our executive producers, Ryan Krisinek, Kip Kipper, Brian Ward, Jordan Hoff, Phil Wright, Just Phil, Cole Delgardno, Bryant Ross, and Kelly Gutowski. We've also had a lot of new Patreon members join recently, so thank you and welcome.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this episode in March, that means you are already a Patreon supporter, and we love and appreciate you. If not, if you're getting this episode about a month later, that means you should check us out at patreon.com/hairthedogcast. Not only will you get episodes like this one much earlier, but there is exclusive podcasts, there's exclusive episodes, something like 10 Popcorn Dogs, a bunch of exclusive Raw Dogs episodes.
Yeah.
Elden Dogs is probably 6 or 7 above.
Don't forget Doggies After Dark.
Over 50 some episodes of Doggies After Dark, which is the after show with it's off the rails and a lot less guidance. That's where there's no outlines and more editing sometimes.
It's usually when we get pretty drunk. So
Tyler's just been misbehaving lately.
oh yeah, it's fun.
Well, he's finally podcasted with us long enough to where he's having his dark period.
He's been pilled.
He's been pilled.
Yeah.
Yep. When he says something offensive and you laugh, he's like, yeah. Yes, check us out on Instagram, Facebook. Twitter is @HotDogCast. We're on Threads and Blue Sky. We'd love to hear from you. On the next Raw Dogs, a month from the release of this, will be Raw Dogs 100, when we are going back to Pokemon, which was our very first episode.
Yep.
And it's going to be revisited, a little bit of a let's do it one more time, and a little bit more off the rails.
I'm going to have a lot more opinions, and hey, listen, you're just going to have to listen. You're going to have to tune in,
And we're gonna have hard-hitting questions like which Pokemon would taste the worst.
I do like that, and I already know my answer, but I'm saving it.
Yep.
It's Starmie.
So yeah, go.
Ew. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ow.